Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Raw. This is WWE 2K24 Universe Mode episode 272. And tonight we come to you live from Minneapolis, Minnesota, just 2 weeks away from the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. Over 2 weeks away from the massive event, the biggest of the year, the season finale, as we welcome you all to the show. I am Callum, otherwise known as the KO King. Welcome to KO Productions. Welcome to Monday Night Raw, where tonight we have an action-packed show as always. So let's waste no further time and get straight into the action. Here we go, man. Let's get to work. And tonight we kick off with the #1 contendership affair for the United States Championship to see who will face the Viper Randy Orton for the red, white, black, blue and gold at WrestleMania. And out first, the man that knows the Viper very well throughout this series, former Universal Champion, the first of that series, the inaugural champ, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
It was back at Armageddon Premium Live event where AJ Styles and Randy Orton started off that event having a steel cage match with the Viper able to get the win on that night. But then we fast forward to the quarterfinal stages of the King of the Ring tournament, which AJ Styles was able to win against Randy Orton, advance all the way to the semis, all the way to the finals, before being eliminated and being defeated by the winner, Seth freaking Rollins, who's of course now your current WWE Champion over on SmackDown. He'll defend that title in the main event of Night 2 in WrestleMania against the Royal Rumble winner over on the blue brand, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, in a Shield affair for 2 years in a row this time, not including Jon Moxley. But taking on AJ Styles tonight in this #1 contendership match is the former United States Champion, looking to get a rematch for his gold, Sami Zayn.
Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami
Sami
Zayn.
Zayn, former United States Champion, underdog from the underground, one of the most resilient, if not the most resilient superstars in the entire WWE locker room. He lost the United States title back to Randy Orton at the Royal Rumble Premium Live event in Indianapolis, Indiana, about 2 months ago now at this point. Then he had his rematch on the Raw following. Lost once again to the Viper. Not seen him since, after losing to LA Knight in an Elimination Chamber match qualifier, which LA Knight went on to win. The megastar LA Knight will be in action later on in your main event this evening. He is the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, and he will challenge the World Champion Bobby Roode in the main event of Night 1 at WrestleMania. There you go, Sami Zayn, AJ Styles. Can Zayn get another crack at the Viper for the US title, or AJ Styles renew his rivalry with the Legend Killer? Randy Orton going to have a close eye on this one, as referee Chad Patton ringing the bell. Match up on the way. US title contender match. Winner of this takes on Randy Orton at WrestleMania for the gold. Vulnerable tie up at Styles. Nice big breaker out of a flatliner now, taking down Sami Zayn. These two have had a match up before back on the SmackDown brand when they were both part of the blue brand. Back earlier on in the series, of course, ever since getting called over after SummerSlam, these two superstars have been a part of Monday Night Raw, but originally they were both a part of the SmackDown locker room. It's Sami out of that corner with that tornado DDT to Styles. Hooking the leg now, shoulders down, can he get the win? No. Just a one count there, Sami Zayn can't get the win just yet. Half and half, dropping him right there on the top of his head. And now Sami Zayn now in control. AJ on the outside of the ring. Doesn't want to be there, does AJ Styles? Sami Zayn now. Look at the fly with a toe pace. Suicida taking out the phenomenal one at ringside now. Sami Zayn determined to get his WrestleMania moment. Determined to get his WrestleMania match. Wants his rematch against the Viper Randy Orton. He already got a rematch, but he wants another crack. And he can if he beats AJ Styles, but it was back on the SmackDown brand where these two did have their match, where Sami Zayn was unsuccessful in defeating the phenomenal one. Can he get his one back tonight? Is Sami Zayn there? Gets dropped, rib first on the barricade there. Count of 5 from the referee Chad Patton. Don't want to be counted out. Styles off the ropes there. Springboard moonsault to the outside. Beautifully done by the inaugural Universal Champion lost that title to Drew McIntyre in the main event of SummerSlam, which Drew rechristened as the WWE title, and Drew is in a rut right now over on SmackDown. Lost last week in the main event to Roman Reigns, having his third pinfall loss of the series. 2 to Seth Rollins, 1 to Reigns, as right now Styles picking up Zayn. Burning hammer dropping him in his head. Styles in for the cover now. Leg hook, shoulders down to go to WrestleMania. Only a 1 after Zayn got dropped right in the top of his head. That's what I mean about the resiliency. Sami Zayn never say die mentality. As a springboard drop kick almost sent Styles halfway across the ring. I mean, it did send Styles halfway across the ring. Almost sent it out the damn ring. And Zayn now picking up Styles to a vertical base here. AJ don't want to be there. Exploder there as he's on wobbly foundation in the center of the ring. Sami Zayn now in control as once again Randy Orton going to be watching him closely. He'll be in action next week on the Red Brand, defending his US title, so he might not even be the one defending the gold at WrestleMania. Right now it's AJ in control here against Sami Zayn in this #1 contendership affair. AJ Styles trying to slow down the pace here. Nice neck breaker to Sami. And hard there. Still to come tonight, we've got a Money in the Bank qualifying triple threat contest. There's some tag team action as well of LA Knight in the main event. Taking on a man he's lost to in the past. That's Samoa Joe Styles with that beautiful styling DDT. The springboard. And a reverse DDT by the Phenomenal One. And a massive knee right at the top of the head of Sami. AJ Styles back into the cover now. Lateral press. Legacy hook, shoulders down. US title opportunity on the line. Kick out by Sami once again. And oh, look at AJ Styles there. With that flipping neck breaker. Speaking of Sami Zayn and US titles in real life, he just lost it. Ilya Dragunov this past week. What a hell of a match. I was so damn happy Ilya won, man. Let me tell you. Really damn happy. But right now, Sami Zayn, AJ Styles. Hell of a matchup to kick us off live on Raw. From Minneapolis, Minnesota. Sami Zayn. European uppercut there. Down goes AJ. Sami for the time being in control. AJ Styles in the drop zone. Down and out. Sami got him where he wants him. Tippy top rope here. With a swanton bomb. Sami taking flight through portion of the win tonight cover to get a US title opportunity. Another shot at the Viper and a kick out by AJ Styles. Who's going to get their crack at the Apex Predator Randy Orton? And they're going to stooge them all at WrestleMania in Las Vegas, Nevada. Right now, Sami Zayn in the corner on Styles. The beautiful DDT in the corner. He got him with the arm. Got him with that DDT. Hook in the leg. Sami to go to WrestleMania. Only a 1 and AJ kicking out. Oh, Sami kicks out at 1 from the Burning Hammer. Now it's AJ kicking out of that Tornado DDT in the corner. And he misses the Cannibal Senton. Causing AJ to maybe get back into this contest. Rolls through to the calf crusher. Calf crusher submission. Nowhere for Sami to go center of the ring here. Sami in trouble. Submission hold locked in. Will AJ Styles get the win here? If Sami taps it or passes out to the pin, Styles will be going to WrestleMania to challenge Orton for the United States title. Jab pattern right there to see if Sami Zayn will give him back. Of course, he's not going to. Sami Zayn, the never say die attitude. Never give in mentality. Staying in it in this one. Picking up AJ Styles, going to drop a little brain buster to AJ. Sami back in for the cover now. Leg hook, shoulders down. Zayn to go to WrestleMania. There's 2 now. And a kick out by Styles. Both of the most resilient stars in the business. Squaring off for a US title opportunity. AJ Styles unable to win the Elimination Chamber match of Imperator Strowman to get an opportunity at the World title. And they're going on this stage of them all at WrestleMania. Of course, he was eliminated in that match by the Ring General Gunther, who has been an absolute maniac in this series. It's funny though, it's a full circle moment. AJ eliminated Gunther from the Royal Rumble matchup. Gunther eliminating Styles from the Elimination Chamber. As AJ going to get back on track. He's not getting a world title shot, but can he get a US title shot against a man he knows very well in Randy Orton? Massive clothesline off the top. Taking out Sami Zayn in a springboard with a moonsault out of the way of Sami. Sami Zayn may have this one in the bag here. Can he get the win? Picking up AJ Styles. Blue Thunderbomb. Sami Zayn taking a US title opportunity at WrestleMania for a shot to be 2-time champion. AJ's going to kick ya. Close call there, but AJ running. Crawling in the corner, doesn't want to be there. Sami Zayn, full steam ahead with a hell of a kick in the corner. Sami Zayn to pin the Phenomenal One, shoulders to the mat. To get a WrestleMania opportunity against the Viper. 2 count on Styles, and AJ's kicking out again. Man, the resiliency on point tonight between both of these warriors. Here on Monday Night Raw, originally the SmackDown brand. Now they're a part of Monday Night Raw because Mick Foley Clearly one of these two workhorses to be a part of this show, and I don't blame him. AJ, massive knee there by the Phenomenal One, picking up Sami Zayn. What's he going to mind here? AJ, got him with the sailor. Now it's Styles' turn. Brain buster to Sami Zayn. And now it's AJ Styles for the victory, ladies and gentlemen. They're on WrestleMania. To renew his rivalry with Randy Orton that happened earlier on this series, but right now Sami Zayn shoulders down here on AJ to steal the win, to get the pinfall victory. Shoulders down, 2 count on Styles and a kick out again. Styles to his feet, as is Sami Zayn. Sami big shot blocked, AJ forearm, and now AJ Styles pop up. Look at this sprint here, Styles in nowhere. Gonna hit the Styles clash to Sami. Shoulders down here. AJ Styles to go to WrestleMania. 2 counts, Zayn kick it out again. Unbelievable offense. And now it's AJ with a massive forearm striking out of Sami Zayn. Gets caught. And a stealing DDT again by AJ. AJ Styles, a man possessed tonight. Out of the corner with a massive forearm strike now. Back in for the cover. AJ Styles to go to WrestleMania. As Randy Orton going to be grinding ear to ear tonight in this contest. Sami again staying alive as this one rolls on. We're back live on Raw. Sami Zayn regain control in this battle with a phenomenal AJ Styles. Both these superstars want to get an opportunity at Randy Orton for the US title, and it could be Sami getting it. Exploder suplex. And like corner AJ Styles. This is Sami's opportunity now. AJ to his feet. Sami calling up on him. Off the ropes with a Haluma kick to the face. Running boot by Sami Zayn. Cover. Hooking the leg, shoulders down. Scoring 2 and Sami. Oh, AJ grabbing the bottom rope. Great veteran instinct. Incredible ring awareness by the veteran Styles. Able to stay in this matchup and make it continue as senior official Raw Chad Patton. Calling the action down the middle as he does. Man, AJ on the outside. Sami Zayn. Gonna keep doing more to keep doing the Phenomenal One. And that's what he's gonna do. Arabian press boots out of the floor in front of us now at ringside. Unreal action. A kick is off tonight. Sami Zayn, big shot, no block. AJ Styles now. Oh, God picks him up on the outside. AJ. Oh, Shiga Roshi there on the floor. And now it's AJ Styles in control. Sami Zayn on the outside of the ring now. But Sami Zayn telling AJ to bring it. And that's exactly what he's going to do with the tope. Can't heel over the ropes now. That Styles on fire tonight. Sami Zayn in trouble. On spaghetti legs. Sent back in. AJ Styles on the apron. Pulling up over there. Sami. Right to his feet. There's Sami Zayn. Going to catch Styles off balance. There's AJ with a forearm of his own. And now AJ Styles comes in. What Styles got in mind? Our second one of the matchup. We saw it on the outside moments ago. We'll see it on the inside now. Shigaroshi by Styles. To the outside now. Springboards and 450 splash by the Phenomenal One. Covered by AJ. They go to WrestleMania. 2 count on Sami. And another rear fall. My God, these two superstars bringing it, ladies and gentlemen. All for the opportunity to face Randy Orton for the United States Championship at WrestleMania. AJ and Sami giving it everything they've got. But look at Sami Zayn. Face first goes AJ. Second time of the matchup. Tornado DDT. Sami Zayn has got this one in the bag. Picking up AJ Styles. Second to the matchup. The move he used to win the US title in the first place. Blue Thunder Bomb. Cover. 2 count. And he got no. Kick out by Styles. Kick out by Styles. You're going to be kidding me. Sami used that move to beat LA Knight, the man who is now the #1 contender for the world title, to win the US title. Back on the Raw following Survivor Series. But he can't put Styles away. And now AJ with a Styles clash to Zayn. This time no pop-up. This time Platinum. Cover. 2. No, it's Sami kicking out. What a hell of a matchup. The kick is off on Raw. Holy hell. AJ don't know what the hell to do. Now he's going to slingshot splash Sami on the outside now. Sami's ribs now in trouble. AJ Styles for a shot. A revenge. David's third singles matchup of the series with Randy Orton at WrestleMania for the US title. Phenomenal forearm by Styles. That's gotta be it. Center of the ring now. Cover. Hook of the leg. Shoulders down. Scoring 2. And AJ Styles is the #1 contender for the United States Championship. There you go. Another matchup confirmed for WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. We now know, as well as the world title, Bobby Roode and LA Knight, the women's world title of Io Sky and Kairi Sane. We now know the US title will also be on the line. with AJ Styles challenging the Viper, Randy Orton. But that's it for Randy Orton is still the champion by the time WrestleMania comes round, because like I mentioned, he will be defending his US title next week on Monday Night Raw. Styles going to have a close eye on that one. He's heading to WrestleMania regardless, challenging for the US title against whoever the champion may be by the time we get to Vegas. And the grandest stage of them all. Hell match of the kicking off. Great effort from both stars. Congratulations to AJ Styles. But coming up later on in your main event, the number one contender for the world title, LA Knight, and former US champion, competes against the former world champion with a 364-day reign. A man who's beat Knight before, Samoa Joe. That's later on, but coming up next, triple threat action, Money in the Bank qualifier for the WrestleMania Money in the Bank match. Mustafa Ali, Buddy Matthews, and Rey Mysterio collide in triple threat action. It's next on Raw. We're back live in the red brand. There you see Mustafa Ali, the heart and soul of Monday Night Raw, ready for this triple threat contest. That was this past week on WWE Dark, where we saw tag team action in the main event, as Miz and Buddy Matthews lost out to Mustafa Ali and Rey Mysterio in tag team action. A stipulation of that match being if the Miz got the pinfall or submission victory to get his first win of the series, he will be in the match against whoever he pinned or submitted to win. But Miz was the man who took the pin from that man, Mustafa Ali, following a chaotic 450 splash. And now it's Buddy Matthews, Ali, and this man, Ali's mentor and protege collide in triple threat action alongside Secret No More Buddy Matthews, who's hell-bent on going to WrestleMania after missing his home country show, and Australia being no way out.
California, weighing in at 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio.
Currently already qualified for the WrestleMania Money in the Bank ladder match is Raw's Ludwig Kaiser after defeating Shinsuke Nakamura and Montez Ford in triple threat action last week on Raw, as well as Chad Gable, who defeated Kurt Angle and Jimmy Uso this past week on SmackDown. Who will join those two superstars? It's going to be 8 stars in the matchup, 4 from Raw, 4 from SmackDown. All want the same thing, all want to change their career and get the Money in the Bank contract to cash in anytime, any place for the next year and become a world champion in this series. Could certainly turn their careers around. But here we go. Triple threat action underway, and it's no surprise that Ali and Mysterio both teaming up to take care of Buddy Matthews, but that doesn't last long. It's triple threat rules. Every man for themselves, and it's Mustafa Ali who turns their attention, taking out his mentor Rey Mysterio, and now Matthews neck breaking away. And Matthews and Ali going at it. Now, it's an interesting thing to note in this contest, folks, because each of these superstars have won the last triple threat match they have been in. For Buddy Matthews, it was a triple threat main event on an episode of WWE Dark, where he defeated Angelo Dawkins and Matt Hardy in triple threat competition. For Rey Mysterio, it was a triple threat on Raw, leading up to Clash in the Castle in Glasgow, Scotland, where he defeated Angelo Dawkins again, yes, and Cash Wheeler in triple threat action. And then for Mustafa Ali, it was on WWE Dark in a main event recently, where he defeated The Miz and Devon Dudley. So the triple threat streak is going to continue for one of these superstars. For 2, it's going to be broken. For 1, they're going to be pinned or submitted to lose this contest. Not getting their shot to go to WrestleMania. Now look at Ali Tope taking out Matthews now ringside. My days. Last year, Matthews was in the Money in the Bank ladder match where Mysterio and Ali both lost their qualifiers. It was Matthews who beat Ali in a singles match to qualify last year into the WrestleMania Money in the Bank ladder match. Mysterio was over on SmackDown at the time. He lost his qualifying match to Andrade. His good friend of the LWO over there is Mysterio crossbody taking out Ali in for the cover. Matthews going to make the save. And now Buddy Matthews going to slow down the pace with a neck breaker on Rey Mysterio as this triple threat continues. Back live on WWE Raw is Ali. Beautiful DDT off the springboard of Mysterio and a drop kick taking out Buddy Matthews. Right from behind though. Mentor and protege going out for the time being. Back suplex on Mysterio. WrestleMania matches are clearly heating up, ladies and gentlemen. I want to let you know that after the events of last week on Monday Night Raw, the closing moments, Bobby Roode retaining his world title against Aleister Black, and then following, we thought the show was over. Well, nope. The Undertaker made his appearance in Honolulu, Hawaii last week on Raw, confronting Aleister Black, following Black beating him for the world title at Royal Rumble PLE. Taker wasn't happy, clearly not finished with Aleister Black, laying him out with a tombstone pile driver to close out the show. And it has been made official now by Raw General Manager Mick Foley that at WrestleMania, Ali, Mysterio and Matthews go at it right now, but at WrestleMania it's going to be Aleister Black taking on The Undertaker one-on-one. That is going to be awesome. I cannot wait for that contest at the grandest stage of them all. And I can't also wait for the WrestleMania Money in the Bank match. And it could be Mysterio qualifying for it with a 619 to his mentor, or his protege Ali rather than Matthews. Send a Mysterio out to the apron. Mysterio and Ali Matthews to be in 2 consecutive Money in the Bank matches at Mania. And it's a kick out by Ali. Mysterio not happy with a jumping DDT now on Matthews. Sends him packing to the outside again as once again we get back to mentor and protege. One-on-one for the time being in this contest. Mysterio now. Look at that satellite. DDT to Buddy Matthews. Or on Ali, rather. As Matthews is on the outside after the cover of the leg. His shoulders down. Mysterio taking a WrestleMania. 2 count. Kick out by Ali again. Man, oh man. We also know at WrestleMania, of course, the world title on the line. Bobby Roode and LA Knight go at it. Io Sky and Kairi Sane for the women's world title, following Jade Cargill picking to go after the WWE Women's Championship over on SmackDown. Io Sky then the Elimination Chamber winner for the women, going after Kairi Sane. She's coming over to Monday Night Raw to go after her Kabuki Warriors Team Mix title. That's going to be an awesome contest. And then we just found out US title on the line. AJ Styles, Randy Orton for the gold at WrestleMania. And all the Money in the Bank ladder matches were. And then we just mentioned Aleister Black and Undertaker going at it. More matches to be announced for WrestleMania, of course. More on SmackDown brand and more even on the Raw brand as well. It's right now Mustafa Ali, big shot to Buddy Matthews. Now drop kick to Rey Mysterio. And look at Matthews. Oh God, poison runner. And now Mysterio with the leg drop. Ready to throw to the secret no more. And it seems like Matthews is going in and out multiple times in this contest because he's back to the outside. It's Ali running Hurricane Rano Mysterio to go to WrestleMania. 2 count. Rey's going to kick out. And Rey back to his feet immediately. Rey Mysterio laid out Ali. Face first X Factor there. Well, Matthews a seal one. Take on a Mania. Shoulders down on Mysterio. Penny predicament, only a 1 there. It's Rey Mysterio, Buddy Matthews going at it. Mysterio running Hurricane Rana on Matthews. Is Ali going for Matthews now? Back stomp of the arm. But Ali from behind now. Ali. Nicely done. Alligator neck breaking a Rey Mysterio. Now it's Rey. Sent out of the ring for the time being. Ali and Matthews going at it now. There it's Ali. Oh God, gets taken out now by Buddy Matthews. And now Matthews. Toe better Rey Mysterio. My God. What action. Action personified. Gotta imagine Ludwig Kaiser and Chad Gable, 2 men that have already qualified for the Money Back Ladder match. Watching this on very closely as Matthews, great combination on Ali. Here's the cover to go to WrestleMania to join Kaiser and Gable. There's 2 and a kick out. Gotta imagine for Ali and Mysterio, it's a great opportunity for at least one of those superstars to go to WrestleMania to compete in the Money in the Bank ladder match for an opportunity to change their career. But Rey Mysterio catching Matthews off guard there momentarily. Forearm and lower back is Ali now. Beautiful hit. Scissor takedown to Rey Mysterio. And now it's Buddy Matthews. Nice kick to Ali. And now set off for Secret No More. Secret No More. Cover. Matthews taking on WrestleMania. There's 2. Oh, Rey Mysterio making that save. And Ali, I believe, powering that shoulder off the canvas as well. Man, what action. And Mysterio. Cover on Matthews. Leg hook, shoulders down. Rey now. And a kick out, my days. Rey Mysterio almost going to the Money in the Bank ladder match there. Not to be just shit as Rey Mysterio misses a forearm. There's Ali back to the apron. Big punch rolling in. Oh my! Face first goes Rey. That was incredible. And Ali. A beautiful drop kick. And now a Hurricane Rana on Rey Mysterio. Mysterio sent packing on the outside. Ali's got to the top rope, but you're way too far to get Matthews. Wait a minute. 450 splash to the outside on Mysterio. He tried his best there to stop Rey in this contest. And now it's just one man he needs to take care of, and that man is Matthews. Submission now. Koji Clutch cinched in. Can't really see the pin as Champ Patton's ashes on the way. The referee right there to see if Matthews will tap out or pass out to the pin if he will. Mysterio Ali will be going to Mania, but Mysterio comes in to make the save, and Rey grabbing his protege Ali. Mexican Destroyer. Ray in for the cover. Leg is hooked, shoulders down to go to Mania. There's two Matthews just in the nick of time, breaking it up as this one continues. We're back live on Raw. It's Ali, second Hurricane run of the matchup. Taking down Mysterio. And a massive knee there by Matthews. And then Matthews to steal the pin on Ray. The cover. The two. No, Ray's going to stay in it again. Now, what's it going to take? Ali back in the apron, rolling in again. Went for another facebuster there, but Rey Mysterio this time. Moving out the way now, Ray with an arm drag on Buddy Matthews. Incredible, but now it's Ali with an arm drag of his own on Ray. And a steel chair shot from Ali. Every man for themselves. They don't care if it's his mentor. He's going to do whatever it takes to get his opportunity to go to WrestleMania. Missed out on Mania last year. Wants it this year. Covering Ray now. One count. Matthews breaking it up again. Matthews and Ali back at it as Ali gets taken out. Matthews following the clothesline. Mysterio and Matthews now going at it. Mysterio and Matthews have had a singles matchup before with Matthews getting the win. Matthews and Ali have had a singles matchup with Matthews also getting the win as well. Now it's Rey Mysterio now turns his attention to his protege Mustafa Ali. Second time on Ali now with a Mexican Destroyer again. Folds up like an accordion to go to the Mania Money in the Bank match now. Leg hook, shoulders down, and there's Matthews for the second time, breaking up the count. Ali sent outside. Mysterio missed that drop kick it out. Matthews takes him down, and this one rolls on. Buddy Matthews now in the corner. Massive knee to the jaw, Ali. Buddy Matthews in control now. Mysterio comes in. Kendo sticking, and Matthews takes it away from him. And then Matthews just throwing it right at Mysterio, but Mysterio able to fight back. Nice elbow. Ray now flies, and missing the crossbody up the springboard. And Matthews again going to take him down. Matthews going for the submission. Here goes the secret no more. No, but there's Ali. Not allowing that to happen. Ali, Mysterio both went for high-flying offense. This is incredible in this triple threat. Who's going to go to WrestleMania? Could be Mysterio. Out of the corner head. Scissors on Ali. Matthews from behind. With a back suplex. And that's a crucial moment. Both men down. Even Ali's down and out. One arm draped over Rey Matthews. To go to Mania. Two count of Mysterio kicks out. Oh, Jesus. What the hell is it going to take tonight? Is the secret no more again? Gonna drop Mysterio down. And now stomping in the arm. And now gonna try and finally lock in the submission. And he does. Submission holds cinched in tight. And Ali for the second time breaks it up. Ali now with massive forearms to the back. And now Mustafa Ali with a back suplex of his own on Buddy Matthews. Stomping away at him now. Mustafa Ali heading up to the tippy top rope. Both men are down. Who's he going after? He's going after his mentor, Mysterio. That's a second 450 to win the contest. Cover like his hook, shoulders down. There's two. Mustafa Ali with a massive victory. Ali's going to WrestleMania, man. Wow, what a win. Pinning his mentor, Mysterio, in the process to qualify for the WrestleMania Money in the Bank ladder match. What action tonight. That was an incredible affair between three top tier talents on Raw, and it's that man who's able to secure a massive victory tonight, and he could be on the cusp of being a future world champion. Mustafa Ali punching his ticket at the grandest stage in them all. We'll see you at WrestleMania in Vegas. But still to come up next, folks. Tag team action. The winner of this take on the Viking Raiders next week on Raw. Well, the winners of that will challenge FTR for the World Tag Titles at WrestleMania. It's the Street Profits and the New Day. And it's next on Raw. Here we go, man. What action this is going to be. It was last week when the Viking Raiders made their official Raw debut on the Red brand, defeating the Dudley Boys and setting their intentions clear at the WWE World Tag Team Championships against the champs FTR. Well, the winners of this match will face the Raiders next week. Well, the winners of that will face FTR for the World Tag Team titles in Las Vegas at WrestleMania. And here comes a team that know FTR very well. Former World Tag Team Champions after beating FTR back in Saudi Arabia at the Night of Champions event. It's the Profits.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 492 pounds, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits.
Montez Ford last week was unsuccessful in qualifying for the WrestleMania Money in the Bank ladder match as he got pinned in that triple threat match by Ludwig Kaiser, which also included Shinsuke Nakamura. But he's still got an opportunity to go to WrestleMania alongside tag team partner Angelo Dawkins to challenge once again against FTR for the World Tag Titles. When we thought that rivalry was over, it could just be beginning. And it could have another showdown. It could have another chapter rewritten at WrestleMania. But here come their opponents. Accompanied tonight by Xavier Woods, it's going to be Big E and Kofi Kingston of the New Day tonight. And it's back at No Way Out in Perth, Australia with the New Day's Kofi and Woods were challenging FTR for the World Tag Titles. They were unsuccessful. Let's see if Big E enter the fray can change things tonight. If they win tonight, they will face the Viking Raiders next week. And tag team action where the winners, of course, will face FTR for the World Tag Team Gold at WrestleMania in Las Vegas. We see Woods having his fun, playing his trombone. Going to be an awesome tag team bout. These two teams have faced off before. I believe it was Big E and Xavier of the New Day who faced off against the Profits before. The Profits getting the win on that night. Let's see if Big E and Kofi's edition can change anything in this penultimate contest. Here live on Raw. Montez Ford going to start things off with Big E of the New Day. Tonight is Raw senior official Chad Patton going to ring the bell. Matchup is now underway. Here we go, man. We're getting very close to find out who'll face FTR for the gold, as the Viking Raiders going to be watching this matchup on very closely to see who they will face next week in the number one contendership matchup, the finals of this mini contendership tournament. It's Ford. Massive elbow. He had a great performance in that triple threat matchup last week with Nakamura and Kaiser, of course, getting pinned in that one by Ludwig. We will join Chad Gable and now Mustafa Ali in the WrestleMania Money in the Bank ladder matchup with 5 other names to be determined, one of which will be determined this coming week on SmackDown. And yet another triple threat qualifier, but Big E using his power taking out Montez Ford on the early stages of this tag team tussle tonight. And looking at the strength of E, gonna pick up Ford and gonna bail him across the ring. Sitting into the corner and having his fun clapping as the New Day Rocks chants fill up this arena tonight in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Big E overhead bear on the belly suplex. There goes Montez Ford sent hurling over the ring now. Is Big E going to pick up Montez? Montez Ford now after the leg of E. And now Big E needs to make the tag and he's going to do it. Off that chop block, here comes Kofi Kingston of the New Day with a clothesline of Montez. And I'd love to see this one in a singles capacity. Ford and Kingston would absolutely tear the house down. Is Kofi in for the cover? Montez going to kick out. Oh man. Big stomp there, Montez Ford. Runs in on Kofi. Kofi next count of his own. A shot on the midsection. Kofi kick countered by Montez Ford. And now it's Montez Ford over out of the DDT. Montez Ford, beautifully done. Tag made. Here comes Angelo Dawkins. Big man of the Profits, now legal. Dawkins and Kingston in. And now it's Angelo Dawkins. Nicely done by Dawkins. Beautifully overhead throw there on Kofi Kingston. Nice jabs and Angelo Dawkins with a clothesline. And Dawkins still in the pot, having his fun. Tag, here comes Big E. Big E legal once again, and it's the two big boys of the respective teams doing battle here. Who's going to get the upper hand? It could be E. Overhead bill there by Big E. Taking out Angelo Dawkins now. They're going to hurl Dawkins over the ropes here. Big E got bad intention in mind, and I've seen this before. Oh God, Big E! Throw caution in the world with a spear off the barricade! And outside taking out Dawkins. It's last of this place come unglued tonight in Minneapolis. Chanting this as Osman did it as. Hell of a tag team matchup tonight on Raw. Ian for the cover now. Legs hook, shoulders down. New Day to face the Raiders next week. And a contendership class kick out at 1 by Angelo Dawkins on Real. And now it's Big E. Irish whip back into the corner. Double team offense. Now tag. Here comes Kingston. New Day in action. Big E got buster there on Dawkins. Kofi, massive knee. Kofi Kingston now in control. Looking for that cannonball senton. Only got some of it there. Dawkins trying to get to his feet. Got him right on the lower back there of the Profits, Angelo Dawkins. But now Angelo, look at that big Bradley Beal there. Taking out Kofi Kingston. Beautiful shoulder tackle, and they're in control of the control frenzy himself, Kofi Kingston. Angelo Dawkins, massive clothesline on the back of the head of Kofi's. He's getting packing to the outside. Dawkins on fire tonight, trying to get this crowd warmed up in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Look at Montez on the outside, going to bring Kofi back into the ring for Montez Ford, or for Angelo Dawkins rather. Great tag team work now as Angelo Dawkins going to send Kofi into the corner. Double team offense now from the Profits coming in on Kofi Kingston. As here comes Montez Ford, drop kick, Dawkins splash. And now the Profits in control here. Kofi getting to his feet. Montez looking to fly with a springboard drop kick. Cover. Profits to face the Raiders next week. Live on Raw. 2 count on Kingston and a kick out. Kofi staying alive. These two men, I've mentioned it already. I'd love to see these two square off. It's Kofi SOS. SOS to Montez. Cover. Dawkins and to make the save. But the Raiders going to be loving this right now. Kofi Kingston. Wait a minute. Swinging net breaker on Angelo Dawkins. As right now the legal star is Montez Ford. He's sent to the outside of the ring. It's Kofi Kingston now. Hyping up, getting Montez to his feet as he goes flying over the ropes there. Trust fall taken out Ford. As we're back live on Raw, it's now Montez in the ring. Gain control. And now a toe big Cody Lowe taking out Kingston at ringside. Everything getting thrown at each of these teams tonight. Each of these superstars. Throwing everything they have at one another. And it's Montez Ford who's in control for the time being. Picking up Kofi and going to send him to the outside, back on the apron. Kofi, massive forearm there, and now Kofi Kingston springboards and clothesline. And Kofi saying new day. Yeah, damn right. Montez in trouble. Tag in, back is Biggie. We're back down to the 2 stars that started off this contest, is he? Running STO to Montez Ford. But now it's Ford flying clothesline to Biggie. And now into his feet. Montez Ford trying to use his quickness and speed to do his thing against the. Look at Montez. What's he going to maintain? Right through into the splash by Ford. Montez in for the cover. Leg hook, shoulders down. To go to next week's edition. I want to face the Raiders, and that's a kick out by getting that big, powerful shoulder off the canvas. And now Montez counter there. Biggie, no. Big shot in the midsection. Biggie gonna pick up Montez. Look at the strength here. Oh, Biggie, Montez Ford, no small man. 232 pounds. That Biggie is scoring with. What a beautiful delayed vertical suplex. Biggie on fire, man. Man, I've missed him in action. Teaming with Kofi might change it for the New Day, as they could face the Raiders next week. But tag made. Montez getting that well-needed tag. In comes Angelo Dawkins. Biggie too distracted by Kofi. Cheap shot there on Angelo Dawkins. Dawkins going straight for Biggie. Oh, look at that. Taking out Kofi. Get his miserable revenge there in a clothesline by Angelo Dawkins on Biggie. And Biggie on the inside. Don't want to be there. Angelo Dawkins. Spear! Got it. Cover. Profits to face the Raiders next week again. Tendership clash. 2 count on E. No, so close. He again getting that almighty powerful shoulder off the mat as this tag team battle continues tonight. Biggie headbutt there on the top of the head of Angelo Dawkins, and oh Jesus, the strength of Biggie. Unbelievable offense. And away off the ropes now. Massive splash. There's that big splash, and it's Ford going to make the save this time. And he's not happy with Montez. He may not be 100% following the matchup last week. The events just 7 days ago. It's tag made. Kofi back in with Angelo Dawkins. Ford sent packing to the outside. Elbow there by Dawkins. A clothesline. As Dawkins trying to fend off both New Day members with Woods at ringside encouraging them. Kofi, massive knee, trouble and paradise to Angelo Dawkins. New Day, take on the next week to face the Raiders. Cover, 2 count to get another shot. No! New Day with nothing more than another shot at FTR. They came very close at No Way Out in Perth last weekend, or 2 weekends ago rather. He want to get another shot as Kofi. Coming up short again with that cannonball senton. I believe he got him right in the legs there, but not enough to keep the big man Angelo down. And now Angelo Dawkins gonna kick him away, create some separation. A massive pounce by Angelo. Holy hell. Kofi Kingston sent flying a tag now in back in as Montez. And now Montez forward. Elbow there to Kofi Kingston. Kofi getting picked up now. Angelo Dawkins looks on. Montez forward. Look, the strength here. Beautiful power on by Kofi. It's now Montez forward in control. Forward. Top rope. This is his home up there. From the heavens. Frog splash. Cover. Taking a shot to go to WrestleMania. No, only a one biggie. Gonna break it up again. Saving the matchup for himself and Kingston. Montez not happy about it, and Montez gonna send Big E packing. Center on the outside, but Kofi inside Cradle to steal the pin. Shoulders down, Kingston got him. 2 count. Ford's gonna kick out. Oh man, Montez getting 2 opportunities to go to WrestleMania, man. The tag opportunity and the Money in the Bank opportunity. Can he win in one of them? And Kofi Kingston with a crossbody out the corner as this tag match continues. Back live on Raw, Big E Legal making the tag now back into Kofi. And now here we go, Midnight Hour by the New Day on Montez. Kofi Legal now, and for the cover line, hook shoulders down. New Day face the Raiders next week, and it's Dawkins breaking it up again. Oh, Kofi Kingston not happy there. Kofi going after Angelo, but Angelo Dawkins gonna take out Kofi Kingston, and now look at this, Montez making it with a DDT. Holy hell, tag, Dawkins Legal. That's tag team action at an all-time high here. Angelo Dawkins sends Kofi packing on the outside. Uh-oh, we might see Angelo fly here in this tag team matchup. Here comes Dawkins, toe pick on Hilo. Unbelievable. Angelo Dawkins now going to pick him up to a vertical base. Sends him into the ring. Dawkins stomping away. Oh, John, there he goes. There goes Kofi Kingston. Picking up. And there goes Big E, rather. Picking up Kofi Kingston. Sends him in a corner, a tag and a forward. This is how they won the World Tag Team titles of the champions in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And they may get another shot with this move right there. Electric chair blockbuster. Forward is Legal. And for the cover on Kingston. Center of the ring. Leg hook, shoulders down. There's 2. There's Big E. And it's over. He was too close. Oh, he was so close but so far away at the same time. Not able to break up the pinfall in time, as the Street Profits will go into the finals of this mini contendership tournament to face the Viking Raiders next week on Monday Night Raw, where the winners of that will face the World Tag Team Champions FTR, who gotta be watching this matchup closely right there. Against the team they know very well in the Street Profits. The winners will face FTR at Mania for the gold. Between Raiders and Profits, we find that out next week on Monday Night Raw. But what a hell of a contest tonight live in Minneapolis, where the Profits are victorious. Great effort from both teams, great matchup here tonight. But up next, it is now time for your main event of the evening here tonight live on Monday Night Raw. It's the Megastar, the #1 contender for the world title. LA Knight battling a man he's lost to in the past for the world title on the line. The Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. He's trying to get back on track after losing his world title, not being a part of the Elimination Chamber matchup at No Way Out. He wants to be the man he's beat before.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 241 pounds, LA Knight.
As the crowd chant, yeah, it's a massive matchup for the Megastar. He won the Elimination Chamber matchup at No Way Out, last eliminating CM Punk, and he wrestled that entire matchup with that jacket on. Due to a rib injury he suffered the week before, due to the hands of the ring general, Gunther in tag team action. Tonight the rest comes off, and tonight it's a massive matchup against this man, the former world champion, who enjoyed a 300 264-day reign as champion. 1 day off from a year which was ruined by the Dutch destroyer Aleister Black, who cashed in his Money in the Bank contract at Survivor Series after Samoa Joe lost to fellow champion Drew McIntyre in the Battle of the Branch Champions. Black cashed in his Money in the Bank contract he won back at the WrestleMania event last year, proving that Money in the Bank ladder match is certainly worthy of everybody's time at the grandest stage of them all. We're seeing another one this year. Black was successful at last year. Now he's lost the world title, but now he's going into a WrestleMania matchup against the man he beat at the Rumble with the title on the line, The Undertaker. Looking forward to that one, but right now it's LA Knight, Samoa Joe. These two squared off for the world title shortly after LA Knight's call up to the main roster after SummerSlam, with Joe, of course, getting the win. Let's see how it goes tonight with Knight, of course, being the number one contender for the world title. He will face world champion Bobby Roode in the main event of Night 1 at WrestleMania, but he might not be 100%, might need to put that best back on following the attack from Samoa Joe. Because here comes Joe. Every time we see Joe in action, he's always hitting those power bombs, man. And there's 3 right off the bat. And of course, he's looking for 13 power bombs, which he likes to call the unlucky 13. Laying out LA Knight with him time and time again is right now Samoa Joe getting powerbomb number 5 on LA Knight. It might have been an unwise move for Knight to take that jacket off, because he wrestled with it on in the chamber following the rib injury. It paid dividends for Knight, getting the one last eliminating CM Punk, as we mentioned. And technically eliminated Gunther. It was his move that Gunther got eliminated too. It was just CM Punk that got the pin from it. It's right now Samoa Joe. Powerbomb after powerbomb on LA Knight. I've lost track of how many that is. Maybe 7 by now, and I believe this is number 8 by Samoa Joe. Jesus, LA Knight might not be going to WrestleMania. Bobby Roode, the world champion, have a close eye on this one. He's going to be smiling after this, as he is nowhere near going to be 100%. Following this attack from Samoa Joe, as I believe there's the 10th powerbomb of the contest. Samoa Joe now number 11 of the matchup. And I believe that was maybe 13. I don't know. But anyway, that's all Samoa Joe's doing for now. He's going for the cover, and it's a kick out by LA Knight. Samoa Joe ain't done with him just yet. Oh, my long shot. Massive sent on a megastar. As LA comes right back with a big boot on Samoa Joe. And now this is LA Knight's moment to get back into the swing of things. Mentioned the trajectory of LA Knight in this series. An incredible story it has been for LA Knight, the inaugural NXT North American champion over on the white and gold brand. Let's not forget that. And then on his first night, a part of the main roster is looking at strength pop up and on an inverted power slam on Joe. Hold that thought. Cover here. Knight covers, then a kick out immediately by the former world champ Samoa Joe. But on his first night in the main roster on Monday Night Raw, he was able to win the United States Championship from Bray Wyatt in his first ever encounter here on Monday Night Raw. He held that title all the way from the Raw following SummerSlam to the Raw following Survivor Series, where he lost it to the underdog from the underground, Sami Zayn. And of course he beat Sami to get into the Elimination Chamber matchup at No Way Out, which of course he went on to win, and he is the rightful number 1 contender for Bobby Roode's World Heavyweight title. Of course, Roode winning the gold at No Way Out against Aleister Black, cheating a little bit to do so, hitting a glorious DDT on top of a steel chair. And then Roode beat Black again in the main event last week of Raw to retain the title with a small package roll-up, an inside cradle. Now Aleister Black will face The Undertaker in a Royal Rumble rematch at WrestleMania, and it's going to be a hard fight for Black. Of course, The Undertaker at WrestleMania, clearly a different version of The Undertaker. Samoa Joe there, Tope Suicida. This is clearly a different version of Samoa Joe. Very pissed off. Samoa Joe. His No Way Out, ladies and gentlemen, was the first event, the first PLE event in this series where Samoa Joe was not a part of. And that really stung on the Samoa Submission Machine, looking to pin LA Knight for the second time this series. But it's a kick out by the Megastar. Samoa Joe does not want to miss out on another PLE, of course, it being WrestleMania, being right around the corner. Samoa Joe, one of the superstars of the series, wants to make that event by any means necessary. And if he beats Knight tonight, it may be a triple threat for the world title and the main event of WrestleMania. Knight off the middle rope, blockbuster there, cover by the Megastar. Scoring 2 and a kick out. I Samoa Joe in your main event. LA Knight, Joe going back and forth here with Knight. Nice knee right in the top of the head of the Samoa Submission Machine, ground and pound, slowing down the pace, but right now Samoa Joe. Look at that, the running knee by Joe, following that spinning backhand cover. Joe for the win here, 2 on 9 a kick out. And again with that shoulder off the canvas. Back and forth there, lead running clothesline of Samoa Joe. And now Joe back to his feet, at least trying to get there. LA Knight. Big shot in the back of his head. Look at that. Massive jabs on Joe, jab after jab by the number 1 contender for the World Heavyweight title. Pick it up. Samoa Joe and all that slam by LA Knight. And oh baby, we're going to see it. Let's place in Minneapolis, go crazy. Yeah, elbow drop by Knight. Cover, leg hook, shoulders down, put him right in the chest. Well, that's been a win. Taking this one back on Joe and a near fall. From the Samoa Submission Machine, Knight's got a lot to prove. Got to prove himself tonight. Got to defeat the man he's lost to before in this series. To prove to the world champion and the fans that he's ready for the world title main event in night 1 at WrestleMania. Joe, though, Uranagi tonight. Cover. 2 count with a leg hook to the kick out again. Now it's LA Knight staying alive. And that's main event contest this evening. Samoa Joe heading up to the tippy top rope. Joe now flying out of the massive knee. Right in the throat of the megastar. And the rest of this incredible main event tonight in Minneapolis. Massive shot, no, this time blocked. LA Knight, massive block, massive jab now by the megastar. Picking him up, I've seen this before from Knight. He calls that a gravy train. Air raid crash from Knight. Cover, leg hook, shoulders down. 2 count kick out by Samoa Joe. Joe getting that shoulder off the canvas there. And Knight, middle rope, look at that. Taking down Samoa Joe. Picking up the Samoan Submission Machine. Joe caught him in the midsection, however, and Samoa Joe gonna turn Knight around. Wait a minute, Joe, this is not where Knight wants to be. That's close to WrestleMania. This world title showdown with Rude. Cole Kane clutch, cinched in tight. Joe to make LA tap out on his way to WrestleMania. Jab Pat, the senior official right there to save Knight. Will tap out or pass out to the pin if he does. Joe will get the win over the number 1 contender for the world heavyweight title and the Elimination Chamber winner. It's cinched in tight. Samoa Joe put up this one in the back here. Knight in trouble. He looks like he's fading away. Jab Pat there, LA Knight. And real bad way here, but LA Knight somehow able to get out of the clutch of Samoa Joe. Headbutt right on the bridge of the nose of the Samoa Submission Machine. Kick the midsection. They don't know where with the BFT. BFT in nowhere. Cover leg out, shoulders down. 2 gonna be Joe to kick out. My God, what action tonight on Raw. Now you think the action's great tonight? Just wait till you see next week's edition of Monday Night Raw. The main event next week, Randy Orton defending his US title as we mentioned. He'll be facing the Liffin shoulder man he knows very well. And Rob Van Dam is right now Samoa Joe sending LA Knight out like a big jab, and now Joe. And then against the Gurry in the corner. Oh, and LA could be out of it right now, ladies and gentlemen. Before we can even tell you what's going down next week on the Red Brand, is right now the Samoa Submission Machine picking up Knight. This is how we've beaten him before with the world title on the line, and their previous encounter. Muscle Buster by Joe, covering the megastar. Leg hook, shoulders down. There's 2. LA Knight gets the shoulder up at 2. This one's still ongoing as your main event continues. We're back live on Raw. LA Knight second tail that Joe. Bam! That's Samoa Joe. Can they get us one back? As we're back on Raw. 2. No! LA Knight was for the bell momentum of Mania, but Joe able to stay alive again. What action in your main event? But speaking of action, next week, the number 1 contendership contest for the World Tag Titles. Viking Raiders and Street Profits is coming up next week on the Red Brand. Joe shoulders down on LA Knight to steal the win. Here's your main event kick out by the megastar again. My days, it's Joe with a big shot as they go back and forth here in your main event this evening. Also next week, another Triple Threat contest. Money in the Bank qualifying matchup. Jon Moxley, Johnny Gargano and The Miz all have the opportunity to qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match. Miz is getting his shot even though he was pinned in a Triple Threat matchup this past week. Can he get his first win of the series and go on to the Money in the Bank ladder match to change his career at WrestleMania? Finally coming up next week, the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Winner Io Sky makes her official debut in the Monday Night Raw brand, coming over from NXT and SmackDown to face the woman she last eliminated to win the Women's Chamber Contest, former Women's World Champion Becky Lynch. All that and so much more next week live on Monday Night Raw. When we get back to your main event at hand right now, LA Knight sending Joe into the corner. Massive shot in LA Knight. Every time he does this, it looks even prettier each and every damn time. With a vertical leap up to the top to the Samoan submission machine, hitting a superplex on Joe. They may have hurt himself in the process, may not be 100%, but wants to send the message to the world champion Bobby Roode and everybody around the globe, proving that he is ready for the world title picture. Knight turning Joe around, BF taking a drop on his head, and for the cover now, LA Knight for his win. There's two, he got him, the megastar, defeating the Samoan submission machine tonight, in the main event of Monday Night Raw. Sending a statement to Bobby Roode, building momentum for the world title. Mania main event in Night 1 as LA Knight prevails this evening against the Samoan submission machine. Samoa Joe finally getting his win back against Joe tonight, as LA Knight going to be happy with that one as he looks on to Mania to challenge Bobby Roode for the World Heavyweight Championship. What a matchup and what a win for LA Knight. That's all we have time for here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, live on Monday Night Raw. Thank you very much for joining us and join us tomorrow night for another action-packed installment of NXT. You don't want to miss that, folks, but until then, take care, take it easy. And wait a minute, what the hell is this? Firefly Funhouse? Oh no, this is not what I think it is. Samoa Joe was getting up, about to leave the ring there, and oh my god, no. We saw this man at the Royal Rumble Premium Live event. Bray Wyatt's alter ego. LA Knight is celebrating into the universe, the crowd right now, as there's Samoa Joe in the ring getting up, and this is not a good thing to see, as you're just getting to your feet. Oh my god, the Fiend! There's the Fiend, Bray Wyatt in the ring, attacking Samoa Joe. The Fiend and former world champion going on it, and the Fiend sending a message on Joe. What the hell is this on Monday Night Raw? Oh my god, the Fiend! Madam O'Connor, the referee's ringing the bell, trying to get the Fiend to separate against Samoa Joe. Oh my god, the Fiend Bray Wyatt is here on Raw, and he's clearly targeting the Samoan submission machine.